Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking Married at First Sight, Season 18, Episode 9. You into some crazy stuff. So yeah, we're just going to get on into it. I really have not been procrastinating doing this recap. It's been a busy week. We're a week before Christmas. I'm working a lot and this, and that. So I apologize, but I'm finally here to do this video. So Married at First Sight. So the first couple I want to talk is Madison and Alan. So in this episode, Dr. Pia met with all the couples today to see, just to see where they're at. Last week's episode, the group had played a flag football game, and Alan didn't go to it because he was still basically hungover from the housewarming party or whatever. And surprisingly, that Madison gave him a surprise birthday party along with that and stuff. But conversations didn't go too well. So Madison and Alan, when Madison gets back from the football game, she sees Alan in bed, and they talk about just their distance, because Madison is really not fully into Alan. She just don't find him attractive or anything, and feels like he needs to do more than what he's doing and everything. They had a conversation with I guess they were at some kind of party, and she left on her own, and she claimed she went to the bathroom and he didn't, something stupid like that. They're it's a priority thing, basically. So when they met with Dr. Pia, Dr. Pia talked to them, and Madison had mentioned that when she always makes time for her family, her friends, and everything. But Dr. Pia commented okay, well, can you make time for your husband? Basically, what will it take to make your husband a priority, basically? And she said that she would like Alan to compliment her more, which was she says that he never compliments her, saying he said that she looks nice every now and again, and she said she doesn't want to hear I look nice, because that's something you would say to your grandmother, basically. I want to hear your dress looks beautiful, this and that and everything. And he said I thought of that, but I'm still not I still don't know how it's going to be portrayed back, because I see what he meant by that, because sometimes when you compliment somebody, some people actually take it the wrong way, or actually get defensive about it and stuff and everything. So maybe he's just wondering if she's going to get defensive about it and everything. But she was like, you got to ask. But on the after show, they had mentioned that, how is he supposed to know? Alan is just really trying to process the fact that he has a really hot wife. He's probably never had a real beautiful girl like Madison before. So he's processing that and still trying to figure out what to do, basically. And I'm glad they put it out on the after show. So that's what I'm getting at. But anyway, in the episode, Dr. Pia told him to play a game, and describing all their good qualities and everything. So they played a game of Twister, and Madison surprisingly said that she did feel some kind of sexual curiosity after their wedding and stuff and everything. And he was a little bit turned on by that, and that was that. So hey, they got a lot to work on. But they're trying. I do think Madison needs to get more into it a little bit more, in my opinion. So that was Madison and Alan. And speaking of getting more into it, let's talk David and Michelle. So David and Michelle, they go on the spa date. They get their eyebrows plucked and whatever. And then they go bowling. They go meet up with some of David's friends and everything, and bowl and stuff. and David's friends talked to Michelle, and Michelle was telling him, like what basically the stuff that she don't like, and number one is this cussing. Now I can see that. Okay, yeah, someone who cusses a lot is a little bit too much. She said that he was doing it around her mom, and it was just a little bit too much. Okay, I do agree with Michelle on that one, and even David's friend said like, that's an easy fix. We can work on that basically. But Michelle is just still not feeling like she's getting what she wanted, and it's starting like when she was telling like David's friends all this, David was starting to get really upset on this and everything. So when they met with Dr. Pia, Dr. Pia, I mean, I like Dr. Viviana better, but Dr. Pia be coming with the receipts. She wants, a couple weeks ago, she wrote a clip about the living, like, what if your husband lives like this, and that, and everything. Now, this week, she brought some more clips, and Michelle was was getting pissed. So, Dr. Pia, like, brought in the clips of both of them describing what they wanted and everything. And what they both wanted is what they both got, basically. Because, Michelle's figuring out, why did I get matched with him, this, and that? And Dr. Pia was like, well, based on what you described and he described and everything, you guys are each other's match to the T, actually, and everything. So she got annoyed with it, and then so Dr. Pia decided to talk to Michelle alone and everything. And she was just like, I'm just not into it. Like, he's a good guy and all, but I'm just like, I worked so hard to get to where I'm at now, and if I do anything backwards, it would just feel like I'm failing. So after that, she brought David back in and mentioned that. David said, like, I know you work hard, basically, and I would never take any of that away from you ever, and everything. Michelle's stuck in her mind that just because, the living conditions of David, yes, okay, I've been saying, I've been Team David in this whole situation about him living at home and stuff. Okay, I'm not saying that, with David being married now, he to live in the basement of his parents' house. Obviously, you don't want to do that, obviously. But again, I still don't think, he should be punished for that or even judged. I'm not judging him one bit. Like, now if he wanted to bring Michelle like to live there, then obviously that's the problem. Then okay. But he's working, and so like she's looking at that and thinking that like if I'm around him, basically I'm failing, basically. And they also mentioned this on the after party show that like, if Michelle really wants a man that has $1 million and this and that, you want to be with them, and then just admit that you want a man that has $1 million, then you go cheat on him with the pool boy or something like that. You're like stringing like somebody along, basically, and she is. And she is. So she really needs to really, really get out of her head, because it's really not. It's not a good look. And David's been really patient, but he is at his breaking point. He even said it on the after show. And Keisha and I pull him, ask him, "Are you at your breaking point?" He's like, "I'm almost there," basically, because it just seems like they're not doing anything. And their living conditions, they're staying at the same apartment, but they have their own separate rooms, and that's sad. That's really sad. So, I mean, I'm really feeling for David, but I'll get you some spoilers at the end of the video when it comes to that. But moving on, next couple I want to talk is Carla and Juan. So Carla and Juan, when they met with Dr. Pia, they, they're like this right now. Carla and Juan, Dr. Pia asked them, how are they doing? Juan said they're doing good, and Carla said they're doing so-so, basically, and everything. So, like, Carla, they're not attracted. It doesn't seem like they're attracted to each other. right now, and they have to grow some attraction basically. And it's all about like basically their careers. Basically, they're both entrepreneurs and everything. They got their own business and stuff and everything. It's more focused on that and everything, which is great. But they just right now they don't seem like they're not really acting like a married couple. And Dr. Pia make that comment out and stuff and everything. She said they're trying to make it work. They're doing what they can. It's just going to take time. So after that visit, Juan asked Carla more about the business, her business, and what she does and everything, just to get a little bit more of an insight to her career and everything. And he cooked their dinner and so, and it was beautiful. It was cute. It was you could see like they're trying. So, but there wasn't really much out of Carla and Juan tonight. But they're also, but right now they're not on the same page with things, and they're not attracted to each other. And honestly, in my opinion, Carla and Juan are good looking people. How in the world are they not attracted to each other right now? I don't know. I don't know. Like a lot of these people are married at first sight. I mean, they have their preferences. Everybody has their preferences, but like every person on Married at First Sight has been good looking, male, female, whatever, has been good looking. So like, or okay, well, I wouldn't. Okay, let me rephrase that. Attractive. I feel like every person has been that I've seen on Married at First Sight has been attractive physically. May not be personality wise, but physically, I feel like everybody's been attractive in my opinion. But that's just me. So yeah, that was Carla and Juan. Next couple I want to talk is Camille and Thomas, the lone bright spot of the season so far. Now, Camille has been on that swag thing and everything, but her and Thomas, like they went out and they got some jewelry and went out clothes shopping just for Thomas to get more groove and pep in his step or whatever and everything. They had a romantic date and everything. And when they met with Dr. Pia, they are the first couple this season to consummate their marriage. So congratulations, Camille and Thomas and everything. They seem to be on the right track. They're doing all right. I wasn't too keen on Camille's swag thing for a while. It was kind of getting annoying, but Thomas said on the after show that, we finally got to that point because like I was holding back so much instead of just letting things like flow naturally and stuff and, like be too guarded, I needed to like relax and, not be so uptight about it. So Camille and Thomas are a cute couple. They are a really cute couple and they are the little bright spot of the season. So yeah, they're doing well. So unfortunately, we got to move on. But now the final couple we need to talk though is MM and EKG. Ooh, now this took a turn. So, last week when they had their housewarming party or whatever, when MM's family came over, EKG had said that MM can be aggressive. Now, one thing you don't tell a woman, especially an African American woman, is that they're aggressive. Now, I've told some girls that they've been aggressive towards me and everything, and it didn't go well. But it's not me. It doesn't mean like aggressive, like I'm out to hurt you. At least in my experience, the aggressive is like getting defensive and an attitude for no reason, like jumping to conclusions on things like so rough. To put it, that's to me like what the aggressiveness comes out, like like just getting mad over small things and like really making mountains out of a mole, basic type things, and that's how I take the word aggressive when it comes to relationships and stuff. Now, in this episode, MM talked to some of her family again and everything. And then it was revealed that this was all camera. MM said they were at a restaurant and she was just questioning him about like the process and everything. And apparently he started getting really loud and everything. So she was like, you need to calm down. We need to go. Now, when on the after show, EKG said that he wasn't getting loud. He was answering the questions, but it was just like not what she wanted to hear, or just not what like he feels like he's basically repeating himself and just not giving her exactly what she wants to hear, basically. And so when they met with Dr. Pia, MM came in with some, I mean, not MM, EKG came in with some attitude. And Dr. Pia was like, what's with the attitude? Now at this point, he's acting aggressive. He's gotten a lot of heat last week for saying that she was aggressive. Now he acting aggressive this time, coming in with all that attitude and stuff and everything. Now, EKG is feeling like MM is violating his personal space. With them being married at first sight, he said on the after show he's attractive to MM, but he also said this with Dr. Pia is that like she's ready to be intimate, like, and ready to like jump all in when it comes to that. He wants to take it slow. And like, I guess like she's been asking him to like jump in the shower with me and all these like sexual type things that he's just not ready for and everything. And she's been pushing towards that. He cleared it up with that's what he meant on the after show about how like the aggressive approach when it comes to that. Now that I can see that he's just feeling like she's like not respecting his like boundaries right now because they are still strangers and they just still got married at first sight, and he's not ready to jump her bones like she is right now, and he wants her to back off. And now usually it's the other way around. Now the thing is, this is going to be where the double standard is. Now if this was the other way around, him, if he was trying to jump her bones and she wasn't, he getting mad, he would be labeled as the villain, the creepy guy. Now with this being the other way, now with MM doing that, she ain't gonna get no flock for it because obviously that's the double standard. It's okay for girls to do it, but it's not okay for guys to do it, which is totally bogus to me, in my opinion. So that's where they stand. They did go, MM and EKG did go out again. They went to go see MM's office to see like how she works, and they had like a little moment. Just was inspired. EKG was inspired for what he saw basically, and everything. So yeah, but the aggressive comment didn't really go well, but I mean he's gonna clear it up. Now, judging by the previews, I do think like the scandals are now about to come out. I think like the infidelity, and I know David's part of the infidelity. I'm gonna guess Madison is because they always be working out together. And then MM and EKG, it's gonna take a turn for the worse and everything. I think the next episode, by the way, won't be for a couple weeks. It won't be until January 7th. I'll be on vacation during that time, so more than likely might not be a recap for that. But I might do that recap when I get back. Yeah, when I get back from vacation, I might do that Married at First Sight recap. Because judging by the previews, it's going to go down. They're at the 1 month anniversary, and other than Thomas and Camille, ain't none of them happy right now. And, and I think with David and Michelle, when things come to a head, like Michelle's going to, I saw a preview of her screaming at something, more than likely David. It's things are about to really are reaching a boiling point, and it's all about to blow up, and I can't wait to see this. All right. So yeah, I'm excited for that. So yeah, so there's no Married at First Sight for the next 2 weeks. We gotta wait 3 weeks until it comes back because of the holidays. Yeah, this time of the year I always be messing up my shows and stuff. We had to wait weeks before the next episode. So disappointing, but it's nice. We could take a break from the shows and enjoy time with family and friends. But anyway, guys, that is the end of my review. I'll be back on Sunday and Monday to recap 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. Until then, please like and subscribe to my channel. And I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all again next week. Bye, y'all.